Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM Dumpster Fire. Today we are here to talk about Make Wellness, and I think this is the first time ever on my channel that I'm covering some Make Wellness huns. So I got these 3 clips. I got them a while ago, and I don't actually remember what exactly they're going to talk about. So we're just going to get right into it. Before we do, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. It's a nice free way that you can support my channel if you would like to. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for being here. Let's start with the first clip.
What's been the biggest physical difference you've noticed so far?
I have taken fit, lean, and calm every day. I would say it took me 5 days to really feel a difference in my workouts, which when I finally felt that, because it was like immediate for you. And oh no, am I not going to get that? But literally like a few days ago, all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I can easily do another set. Like I'm not fatigued at all. Did another set, could have done more, but I've been dealing with this injury in my back, which the recovery time since I retweaked my back was 75% shorter recovery time than it normally is. Because it's like when I tweak it, it's 2 weeks of Tylenol, ibuprofen every, like I'm on top, like around the clock. That, the probably of everything, that has been shocking to me. It has made such a difference in the inflammation in my muscles.
Right. So it's so anti-inflammatory. That is the crazy thing for me too. I think I told you there was one day I was like feeling so good. I was like, I'm going to do CrossFit and then do bar workout. And I worked out for 2 hours straight and I was not sore the next day.
The recovery piece has been really cool.
Yeah.
Really.
What do you mean? There's so many reasons as to why you can work out for 2 days and not be sore, and that is not an MLM product. Also, what's it anti-inflammatory? It helped her when she tweaked her back. Let's move on to the next clip.
Something that I keep getting asked is whether or not fit is only for those who are hardcore exercisers. And the truth is that anybody can benefit from fit, regardless of their age, gender, or how much they exercise. One of the most important benefits of fit is that it naturally boosts your body's NAD level. If you're unfamiliar, NAD stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, and it's a coenzyme of niacin. We create it naturally in our bodies, but as we age, we make less and less of it. And that contributes to cellular aging, slower metabolism, lower energy, and even cognitive decline. Now, you can go pay $500 to $2,000 for an NAD infusion. I know a good nurse. Or you can take Fit Daily, which is going to naturally help your body create more NAD. The result is going to be better energy, mental clarity, muscle preservation and growth, and even reduction in cravings for sugar, alcohol, or whatever your vice may be. NAD works at the cellular level to repair DNA and may help the body detox more efficiently. I personally noticed that I don't crave sugar and I don't want that evening glass of wine. So if you aren't a gym rat, you can most certainly still benefit from this powerful anti-aging molecule. Just about anybody can. And the best part is that you notice effects immediately. So there's no having to build up in your system for months before you see results like a lot of other supplements on the market. You'll notice it right away.
It's gonna make you not want to eat chocolate or even drink wine. So there you have it. Let's move on to this interview because it's long. I don't know if we're gonna watch the whole thing because it's almost 40 minutes long, but let's see what happens.
Trying this again. I don't know what's going on with my connection, but I am hopping on here with my friend Kristen. She should be on any second. Just give me a minute here. And we're going to be chatting about Make Wellness and Olive Tree people and just our little connection. But we have become buds here. Hi. Can y'all let me know if you can see me? Because I was just on and there she is. Okay. Can you see me now?
I can't,
okay.
But I think everybody else can because when you X'd out, I could see you then. So we'll just roll with it.
Okay.
Yep, it's
yeah,
okay.
I don't know what's going on. Well, maybe I'll...
Fine.
Okay, cool. Well, if anybody's in the chat, can you let me know if you can see both of us? Because that's the goal here. But okay, so you can just talk to a blank screen.
It's fine. No worries. Okay, they said they can see you. Okay, good.
Well,
it's just on mine.
So we, I was just kind of sharing a little bit while I was getting you on that we kind of connected. We are not on each other's teams per se, but we just kind of connected through similar, interests here. So we both sell olive tree people, and then we connected with when I joined Make Wellness, which Okay, he can see both of us. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And then we've just been chit-chatting. We have a little connection because I grew up in Connecticut and that's where you live. And
Yeah.
so this is just kind of another testimonial why it's just so awesome to network, whether or not you have any kind of like financial gain from someone. I've just made so many cool relationships like with you. So we just want to get on here and chat about both and talk about these two incredible companies. They both have incredible.
This echoey thing that's going on her end, it sounds like there's a demon voice just echoing from her. I'm so sorry. It's terrible, but it is what it is.
Promotions going on too. So
Yeah.
I guess a little, maybe you could start with like, you know, how you initially got into both because you were very early in. With,
Absolutely. Sure. So I've been in and out of network marketing for the past 10 years. But when I joined Olive Tree People, February of last year of 2024, I was done. I was walking away from the industry. I had dabbled here and there a little bit with digital marketing. Didn't go very well. Really didn't know what I was doing. But that is when I met Caitlin O'Donnell, or I started following Caitlin O'Donnell more like. And then she started talking about Olive Tree People. And I was like, well, this looks interesting. And I really wasn't looking to grow a team. I wasn't looking really to really do a lot with it because I was just kind of over it. You know, I was kind of done with the whole network marketing thing. So when I grabbed a box from Oliveda and signed up as a consultant, I signed up A, for the discount, not to sell. And then B, I just figured, well, about, you know, like a year from now, I'll see if I want to re-up again, you know, with the $50 for the membership, and maybe I'll just get some really good skin and we'll see what happens. Like I actually have a screenshot that I took a picture of it that I had sent a message to Kate saying like, oh, I don't want to sell anything and I don't want to build a team. I just want some skincare and that's it.
Yeah.
we laugh because here we are over a year later. And obviously that's not what happened. It was very refreshing. Oliveda was extremely refreshing in the sense that I could tell immediately we were just a group of women and men that collectively just want to do this industry differently. I think.
By the way, differently. Of course, they do it differently, as every other MLM rep claims out there. Why is this woman on top? I already forgot her name. I don't do that on purpose. I'm really, really bad with names. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know this. Why is she sitting in her car having this call right now in her car? Like, this is 37 minutes long. And she's just sitting in her car for 37 minutes having this call. What situation are we in when we couldn't do this at home? I'm just curious because it's 37 minutes. It's not like a 10-15 minute call. Almost 40 minutes that she's just sitting in this fucking car. Anyway,
a lot of us had come from other companies that really push that hustle culture. We're not extremely transparent with how you were making money, what you were making money on, things like that. And when I started working with Oliveda, that wasn't the case at all. You know, and Caitlin's mentorship really led me to just kind of want to lean into just letting things grow organically. So I, you know, went with Oliveda through the winter months, through the summer, all of that. And during the summer months, I had people reach out to me about Make Wellness. You know, at the time I had been drinking products from Amare. Those were my supplements at the time, and I was happy with them. But by the end of the summer, I did start to notice like a plateau in my weight loss journey. I have lost just about 50 pounds in about a year and a half. And I just noticed nothing was, you know, I was still eating well, and the internals with Oliveda had helped immensely. The amount of inflammation your body holds on to, it's just wild. Like you can physically see, I had posted a couple of days back, like the progression of a 2-year change. And it was wild to see like how much inflammation I was all over my body though, you know? And so the hydroxytyrosol had helped with that, but I just felt like I was hitting a plateau. Not only that, yes, people had reached out to me about Make Wellness, but I really wanted to do my research.
First of all, if you did any kind of research, if you're not a scammer, you would understand that this is a terrible business opportunity. All MLMs are a terrible business opportunity. Also, the way she's talking about this, she hit a plateau in her weight loss journey. And it was because of Amare products. Love that we're throwing shade at Amare, but you know what I mean? Like the way she's saying is like, I hit a plateau and it was Amare's product's fault, but maybe you did something else. It's not the product. Oh my God.
Really wanted to make sure that this was something I wanted to add in to like my tool belt, right? Because running a decent sized team with Oliveda and then adding something else in, I just kept thinking, can I do this? But very much like Oliveda, you don't have to build a team at Make Wellness. You get paid very generously for your own personal sales. And when I realized that was an option, I thought, okay, what do I have to lose here? I was very transparent when I said I'm talking about this company and I've done a lot of research and really looked into things. I haven't tried anything yet. This could blow up in my face, but I'm going to take the risk. And I feel like sometimes in life you got to do that. You got to take the risk. And I was open about it. I said, look, this might not work out. I'm just going to tell you that right now. This might not work out. Obviously, that wasn't the case at all. People were very intrigued. They loved the idea that you could sign up either as a customer or an affiliate for free. You're really not having to worry about, let's say you buy the products and you don't love them and you want to send them back, but you paid for an account.
This is also something that I say a lot on my channel, is that you have to join an MLM early on when it's only launching. So Make Wellness is a new company and both of them joined early on. Also, I doubt that you can earn generous money without having a team in Make Wellness. If it was the case, then why do you have a giant team? Like, why'd you bring your team with you then when you joined? You know what I mean? Like, if it was true, then I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't bother building a team if you can just get generous pay based on just selling products.
A lot of people, that holds them back, right? With Make Wellness, you don't have to do that. You do not have to spend a dime to create an account, whether it be a customer or affiliate. So in the end, let's say it doesn't work out with the products, you mail them back for 100% refund, and you've literally invested nothing. You know what I mean? So it's a total risk-free situation. But the other thing too is I wanted to make sure I was picking the right team and all of that, because with Caitlin, I was very fortunate to have a mentor, and then above and above and above this whole line, if you will, isn't it just incredible mentorship. And I figured, well, I didn't even look into it. I just signed up with her when I did that. And I just thought, well, lightning can't strike twice, right? So I better make sure I'm signing on. And so when I started looking into people like Wes and we've got Brandy above me and Andrea and Bailey and Ashley and up and up, I felt very comfortable where I was. So I said, let's do this. Let's go for it. And what it's turned out to be is something I never imagined at all. Number one, the results that I'm having with these products. I'm now going in, I started in November, so now we're in April. So it's been almost a half a year. And I will tell you, I was not consistent at first with Fit. I wasn't the only one I've been completely consistent with, the only two, Calm and Lean. From day one, I have not missed a day. Well, when I had the flu, but other than that, I have had those every single day. And the results I've had are incredible. But I think not just the physical change, it's here. Like, I just feel so good. I don't feel all cloudy in the head anymore. I'm sleeping so well, which I think a lot of times people discount sleep. It's like having a restful night's sleep has been one of the biggest game changers for me. Now, listen, I get if you have kids and they wake up in the middle of the night, it's going to happen, right? Like, I can't come over and rock your kids back to sleep, but I can give you Calm so that when you are sleeping, you're going to get a restful night. Yeah. And it's great too, because I've taken Calm during the day. I struggle with social anxiety.
But what is the difference? Like, if you have kids, if you're taking Calm or not, your kids are still gonna wake up sometimes and wake you up. I guess your sleep quality is supposed to be better, which I highly doubt. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that this woman, and I'm sure you can see by my eyes that I sleep like 5 hours since January. 4 to 6 hours max. Usually it's like 5 hours every night, sometimes 4 or less. Terrible. So yeah, definitely. I feel like shit. I really miss having a good night's sleep. But hopefully, I have tried things. Nothing's worked so far. So maybe I should try Make Wellness products. Just kidding. I would never buy an MLM product, even if it was the best thing for sleeping and I'm sleep deprived. I would not support an MLM company. No way.
I actually just took it not that long ago. My son had a military ball I had to go to, and I just don't do getting all dressed up and in heels and the thing, like, that's not me, you know? So I get, and I, right before we walked out the door, I was like, you know what? Let me grab a calm.
Yeah.
Best thing I ever did. Within 15 minutes, I just, and the night was great.
It's amazing.
So,
I love that it's not,
yeah.
I mean, it can help you sleep, but I have taken it same, like sometimes I'll just get anxiety, just, you know, whether it's hormonal
Life.
time of year or whatever. Yeah. And I've taken it midday
Me
and I don't
too.
get tired, but it just kind of like stabilizes me. It brings me
Yeah.
down from that, like, okay,
It's
chest
been,
pressure, anxiety,
yeah,
like you just can't
exactly.
chill out. It's awesome.
First of all, that's a fucking wild claim. Second of all, is it really anxiety? Because as someone who suffers from really bad anxiety, I need to take pills, like proper medication for anxiety. I highly doubt that an MLM product would help me with my anxiety. That's just so shitty.
Yeah. And so when I started sharing about the products just kind of organically, and I think, you know, I think you and I have discussed this, and I think it's something that a lot of people that are in this industry can feel. There's a very large shift in direct selling, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, where no longer do people want to be like sold to, or, you know, the hustle culture, all of that. And I feel like with both Oliveda and with Make, I've found a home in both places where I don't feel like I have to really sell. I'm just sharing because they're that good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm educating on products. I'm sharing how I'm feeling. People can see the difference in me physically when I do show some before and afters. And what I have found is that people are really gravitating towards the Make Wellness products because there's nothing else out there like this. A lot of people have struggled with weight and all of that and have been turning to, you know, injections and all of that. And I'm not judging anyone. I will never do that. But when you find something that can help you, that is non-synthetic, you know, plant-based, is going to really do a lot more than just help you lose weight. There's a lot, like, each product is specific for each thing, but there's so much more in there ingredient wise that, you know, for example, focus, it helps with your eyesight too. Like, what? I didn't know that when I first started. I was like, this is crazy. People are saying that their eyesight is getting better. Like, just little things that
MLM product can fix your eyesight? I can't. This is so bad. Are all Make Wellness huns this wild? Who needs eye surgery, right? Eye correction surgery when you can just take Make Wellness and it fixes your eyesight. I guess I should take that as well because I can't sleep well and I can't see. My sight is very, very bad.
realize we're going to help you. All of a sudden, you're starting to feel these effects. And it does happen quickly, but the products really do need to build up in your system, just like any supplement. But you will start to feel, you know, more energy, sleep better, that kind of thing, and pretty quickly. And so whenever I share about them, people are like, okay, I want this. And I don't think I've had anybody come back to me and say, this isn't working. This isn't for me, you know? And they don't taste super sweet, like the drinks themselves, like the Energize. This is my Energize and Hydrate today. This is my afternoon pick me up every day. This is what I do. A lot of other supplement drinks are extremely sweet, almost just
gross,
not good. Yes, gross, basically. And I've been that. I've done that, and that was actually a turnoff for a lot of people. And with these, no, not at all. I don't get anything nasty. I don't get anything synthetic out of them. They're just really, they're very refreshing. I think that's a great way to say it, refreshing. So yeah, I've just been so happy with not just the products, but the company itself. They're extremely transparent. They tell us as leaders what is going on, when it's happening. They don't hide anything from us. The way we can see in our back office, we can see exactly, I mean, down to the person, right? Each customer, each affiliate, all of it. We can see everything broken down. I have come from Oliveda is the same way, but I'm saying previous to that wouldn't be happening. I'd be like, how did I get paid? I don't even know. Like, here's the number, but what is it, right? I want to know. And as someone who works a business, it's so important to be able to see that so you can explain to your affiliates how something is working, how they're getting paid. How are you supposed to show that if you explain it if you can't even see it? Right. So they're extremely transparent, which I love. And I'm not going to lie. It's a business. It is what it is. I'm getting paid well. So exactly. It's been a blessing for us because almost a year ago, almost to the day, my husband got laid off from his job and I had just started Oliveda. So I was like, okay, I can run with this. I can pick up the slack for him while he looks for another job. Here we are, almost a year ago to the day, a couple of weeks ago, my husband got laid off again. It was just economy, whatever it is. And so now we're back to where we were. It's almost like, I was like, it's like Groundhog Day, but a year later. And now I have 2 viable businesses. Plus I also do digital marketing. But to talk about, Make and Oliveda, it's been the biggest blessing for my family, because now, to be honest with you, I'm not freaking out. Like, would it be nice to take the money that I'm making and save it? Absolutely. But to know that I have the option to use the income that I'm bringing in with both of these companies to help supplement, for our family, that's huge. And I honestly believe this day and age, people need these quote unquote side hustles, because it's just everything's going up and up, but no one's making more. So like,
statistics and data shows that the majority of people don't make any profit in MLMs. And when I say majority, I mean like up to 99% of people, of distributors, MLM distributors. So yeah, people need extra money. Everything is super fucking expensive, but MLMs are not the solution. In MLMs, you're just gonna end up spending even more money, because usually these products are ridiculously expensive and you're just working for free and you're not making any profit. So, and you preying on those type of people who are very vulnerable now financially is just shitty. All the medical claims are really, really wild. Like, they're so ridiculous.
I personally, I have a 9-to-5 that I do work. My income has not changed in quite some time. Let's just put it that way. So I gave myself a raise by working these businesses. And not only have I been able to bring in a wonderful income, really love the products that I'm using, both on my face, internals, and Make Wellness, but I've met some really amazing people. And I love the community that has been built here, because I think we all just are rooting each other on. We're cheering for each other. There's no competition. There's no gatekeeping. We're all like you and I doing this, right? We want to help each other. We want to build relationships, and maybe someday our teams will get together, like things like that. That's kind of why we do these businesses. I think as someone who does work from home, I'm not outside the house a lot. It's great to have this, So yeah. So how did you get it? You got your story is a little interesting. I think how you got into Make Wellness. It was kind of just by happenstance. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I love that, like you said, that you had no intention of like building a team or doing anything like that. Cause I was the same way, especially like with all of Tree People. That was last summer. I was like doing, pretty not great with digital marketing, but like enough that I was, able to go on vacation and take off work and all that, and making good income. So I had no like desire to add anything else to my plate, especially not one where I had to build a team. But then, it just kind of snowballs. And then you're like, it's hard not to get obsessed with both of the products. And I love that, or the product lines. I love that they're very complementary of each other. But yes, to answer your question, so I am a mobile IV nurse. I do vitamin infusions. I drive around Austin and give people IVs in their homes. And it was just a guy. He was on a Zoom call when I got there. He had the flu. I was just kind of listening in on his Zoom call. And
okay, well, this answers my question: is why is she in a car and doing this call? But like, aren't you supposed to be working your actual job and not this? I don't know. Maybe she's on a break, right? Maybe she's on a break. Maybe she's not avoiding actual work.
Words that I talk about not only with my IV company with like NAD and anti-aging and detoxing and all of that, but talking about bioactive peptides. And then of course with all of Tree People being bioactive waterless skincare, I was like, what is this? And then just started asking him more questions. And not gonna lie, his bright blue McLaren in the driveway kind of caught my eye too. So I'm like,
he does love his cars. Yeah.
So it just sparked that conversation, and then I was like, all right, I'll learn more about this. And then I got on his presentation that night, and I was just like captivated by just the whole story. The AI that they used AI to essentially scan nature to find a way to protect these molecules enough to get into our bloodstream. And still, like, I think it's going to take a while for people to understand this, because it's been so ingrained in us that peptides have to be injected into the muscle to bypass the liver, bypass the digestive system. And so to have something that actually is readily available when taken orally and it is delicious, and it's not cost prohibitive to most people.
Yeah.
And you don't need a prescription. It's going to take a while. When I was talking to my husband, he's like, yeah, this is like telling someone like, now you can swallow your toothpaste when you when you brush your teeth. Like, it's just a hard concept to wrap your brain around, when for years we've just been hearing that they have to be injected to be effective.
Yeah, and it's been
So
a long time of that.
yeah. So I think that this, education is key here. So I try to do like a lot of education on my page about this to just kind of get the word out, because we've all heard about supplements. I mean, there are 1,000,001 supplements on the market. Everybody says that theirs is the best. So, but this one really stands out. Being the first of its kind, it really, really stands out. I mean, imagine being the first, like, I don't know, whey protein on the market. Like, this is the first in its own like genre.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's pretty revolutionary. And then to your point, like how good you feel, like not just physically, but I've been talking to people like I'm curious to see the studies on how it is boosting our mood so much, because I have just been in like permagrin for the last 6 weeks. Like I'm just happy and not like that short temper, short fuse. You know, I've got 3 kids. I work a job, so I tend to get exhausted, and you know, patience is lacking, especially, you know, in the evening hours, and like, that's just not happening anymore. I mean, of course it still happens, and then I just pop my calm.
Yeah,
but
we're human, right? It
like,
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like this overall steady, like, I don't know, stable mood that I'm having, that I feel great. My workouts are insane, like pushing myself to levels that I haven't in years, probably since before I had my 3rd daughter, when I was like really weightlifting hard.
Oh, wow.
And then I just haven't had the motivation to like go that hard in the last 4 years or so until now. So
I cannot listen to that demon voice anymore. I'm sorry, but that's it from me. Anyway, so Make Wellness products apparently fix your eyesight. It's good for anxiety. Imagine, God forbid, imagine somebody has like an actual anxiety attack, and instead of getting actual medication that they need to calm down, they take this fucking shit from an MLM company. Please leave your thoughts, your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Don't forget that you can support my channel in a nice free way by subscribing and liking the video, and as always, big shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.